Welcome back. I would like to start part 2 of the Addams Family 11 by 6 layout now, with the part 2 being the demonstration of all the freight accessories. To start with, I left out the semaphore before. You can see it back there, it's operating. Start by backing in the siding. And these work on track power. So I'm going to give it a little throttle. I'm going to walk back here. Apologize again for the camera movement and having to move around the board a lot. I could use a helper for this. Maybe we'll turn on the freight station one back here. Carts are rumbling. It's interesting, if you only see one at a time, it's because there's a catch in it that only lets one go at a time. So, here's the lumber loader. Light mist. It drops in the car. Oops, let's step that down there a little. I think I'll turn off the freight station, it's a little noisy. Smoker's really getting warm. Here is the next one, if I can reach it, is the oil drum loader. Whoop. There we go. I got the voltage cranked up too high, so he's working extra hard here. You can have that a lot lower voltage. And it won't go so fast. I didn't burn my smoker out. Here's the animated billboard. Watch it click. This is neat. It's got two different boards and it's not lit, but it's so cheap you can get these for about 20 bucks or so. They just wire in the AC. It's a Lionel. And here's the newsstand. Operating newsstand. I love the dog. Around the fire hydrant. If you look inside on the left, there's a lantern that lights up too, with the inside with the man in there. I like to leave these going for the video, but might burn them out. It's a long video. It's a smoking caboose. I can't show you. I had it on the track before, but maiden rescue will probably be last. When we get to the milk cart here. Wish I could mount the camera. Easier, better to watch. Pushed a little hard here. I think I'll just do this. Every milk car is different. It's best to work them off track voltage, so you can vary the volts when you use it. I think I got it. I'm gonna find out. Hey, 7 out of 7. All right. I'm gonna grab the cattle car to get back there. I always have trouble holding the camera still when I go to grab for the throttle. It's kind of all over the place. Sorry. Looking down the other way. All right. The cattle car is the same way, with varying the voltage. Whatever voltage is best. This kind of experiment. Oop, let me get open. There we go. That's just the right voltage. Come up. Oh, I had the door shut. Sorry. If you keep that other door shut, it holds them in there, so you can load. Hold them here. I think I knocked one over inside there, sorry. So that's 1, 2, 3, that's the 5 accessories back there. We're on to the culvert loader. Oop, went to the back one first. we have to unload. When you get her lined up, it's got to be lined up with an electric eye. The flashers will blink, and the light will come on in the lighthouse when the electric eye senses it. And then you're ready to load or unload. I get a good shot here. Hands going to sleep, I gotta change hands. All automatic. It's got software in there like computers have or whatever. When you put them together, there's a ramp that connects them. I don't know which one it comes with, the loader or unloader. But this ramp right in the middle is removable. And of course the car itself is a special car. Culvert car they call it. It's got that ramp built in it. Oh, I jam. That's not very common. This is a newer design, and the guys say it's not as good as the post-war, but I have pretty good luck with it, except with the loader, I couldn't get the culverts to drop in the middle of the car. And a lot of guys drill out the little screws that hold the micro switches and that. But when I took it apart or looked underneath it, I found little tabs. There's a tab on each side of the carriage that you can bend in or out for adjustment, if need be, you know. So I bent mine in a little bit, and then it hit the center of the car when it dropped the culverts. Real easy. Also, this has to move back and forth easy. You can clean it. I should probably show you when I use that one. There's another trick to getting them to drop right. Relaxing. Just sit there and watch it. There. Wonder if door's a little sticky. One more. I don't know. I think it comes with 6 culverts. I'd have to check, but I put 8 on there. The car will hold 8. And the ramp sure will. So. All right. You need to run the track a couple of laps and then come back and load, but I gotta do this as quick as I can. So again, when you get her lined up, the lights will blink, and the light comes on in the shack or the house, and then the software will work. So all you do is hit the other switch. It's got two different switches. It grabs the pipes and drops them in the middle. They had a post-war version which worked on a vibro motor, I think. You know what those are? This is all motors. If you look closely, you can see the carriage shift when it goes back and forth when it picks up or drops. And if that's not clean or slightly lubed, you got to be careful with lube, because of the little drive rubber wheel that goes back and forth. You don't want it to slip. But if you get that moving very well, then a much better chance it'll drop down in the center right. And these aren't that expensive either. It almost looks like, well, I don't know if I could afford that. Price them out there, they're not that much. If I had more time, I'd try to get a better shot of that inside claw. That it doesn't really grab, but it rides up over the top of the culvert and just drops down by gravity. And when it slides back the other way, it grabs it. So there's the culvert loader. And time for the maiden rescue. So what you do to launch or set this one up, I had to hold my camera. One of my favorite accessories. She just gently lays down here, and then you kind of load the mountie backward and lock them. And of course, when the train, I got an activator track. When the train hits the track, she flies up. Mountie rushes toward her and rescues her. I got it pinned here and here on the outer rail with my wire soldered. They give you a sensor, but I think these are much more reliable. That sensor doesn't work. She's gonna get run over. Get this. When Lionel sells the accessory, I think it's so neat in the manual. It says we give you 2 figures in case the first one gets run over. They give you a spare figure. It's great. Not laughing at them, you know. It's just, it makes sense. You know, what if you don't hook it up right? So, and we're gonna pull out here, and when the engine just about hits that spot, she's gonna get out of the way here. Morning to the rescue. If I can get the camera over there, I had a better idea. I'm gonna set up the tripod. Good shot. Oh. May take a bit here. All right. You made it this time. That's the only thing I'm going to do it again. That's probably top three, one of my top three accessory favorites. All right. I think you notice you don't have much time to. There's a little delay before she picks up. Yeah, I got my activator track from here to here, but if you're highballing, maybe you want to stretch it out like about this far. And if you use activator tracks that you make, oh, by the way, I make these, you just take the rail off and you put the papers underneath the outer and a pin on each end. You don't have to buy them. You solder the wire to the bottom then to activate it. But you can even do it on curves, same as a straight. So if you want to make real sure she's safe, start out like here and go to here. But I like being a little closer. And that's all the inside accessories. We're going to head to the outside. Go. We got something wrong here. Oh. Apparently I leaned on the blue comet here a little bit. I'm glad I didn't floor it. When we're looking at the accessories. Oh boy. As you see, I don't have any room for error here. We got lucky. Why it wasn't going right away. Take your breaks where you get them, huh? If I could, I'd put a little guard around this. So I think we'll start on the back. I'm going to take a guess on a volt. Whoa, I'm moving here. Thought I had it off. I got a sticky unit, I think. I'll have to clean the plunger. When that happens, there's the unit plunger usually isn't dropping down all the way in and ratcheting up the drum. So, it'll if you ever heard of deoxit, that works really good for that. It's not WD-40, it's an electric contact cleaner. Helps those plungers work really good. Here's the switch tower command that comes down. And the blinker's going off. The gate, of course. Too far from the transformer to go back and check voltage, so I'm going to take a shot at the dump. I got it about maybe 10 volts to see what happens. Oh, it's an ore dump here. And not too bad, I got most of it in. Could use a little more voltage. But then here's the loader. It'll load that whole car pretty quickly. Back home. Lionel is ingenious. If you notice it clicking like that, it's supposed to. What's happening is there's cams in there with ribs along the base, and it's pulling the coal backward back here so the conveyor can pick it up. It doesn't have to tip up then. It actually pulls it uphill. I think you can see it moving in there. It's moving up the sides. My train clock again. 9 o'clock now. This morning went off with the first video. It was 5 a.m. Maybe some of you guys got this one. Milwaukee Road, I think. Chicago Northwestern picture. I think I'll turn her off there. Alright, there's the operating gate man, of course. Now we'll come around this row here. I think you've seen the gate, man. I'd like to give you a better shot. Land up on, here's a lumber sawmill, sawmill.